Hello, hello. Welcome back to my Mindustry Let's Play. I came up with a few things that I could do while I wait for the waves to go up. First things first, some of you people in the comments have lovingly told me about things I forgot to hook up, which is a very common occurrence. So, let's see. Someone said that these weren't being fed, and yeah, they're not. Whoops. Let's fix that. So let's get... I have to scooch some things around a bit, I guess. Well, thank goodness we have phase bridges. Okay. And so this entire line of these 8 were never working. Which, yeah, I've been missing out on quite a few revs. So, how do I get silicon here? There. Okay, are you being fed now? Okay, so titanium, silicon, titanium, silicon. Good. Now, another thing I thought about is maybe getting a few getting rid of a few remnant factories, and like this one here, and replacing it with a vault. That way I could maybe help with some throughput issues. It'd be good to have a buffer, I think. So yeah, so this part here, definitely a good idea because it splits the line in 2. Ooh. Is grabbing titanium in here? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's buffer titanium here as well. Okay, so now silicon flows in here, titanium as well. And once revs die, the stuff like chaos arrays. Where's my command center? There it is. Okay. So once the revs die, there'll be 1,000 resources sitting in these vaults ready to distribute it out a bit faster. Rather than waiting for this to catch up, I guess. So anywhere I think, like I think here would probably be good for a vault. How's titanium getting in there? So that's another vault for silicon to go into. Somewhere around here would be a good spot, because it's being split into like 3 different lines here. So let me get rid of this remnant factory. And do the vault there. What is this line? This titanium line? Oh, that was for the remnant factory. Okay. So, I think silicon's feeding down. So I'll throw it into this router. I'm using 2 unloaders because an unloader is actually slower than a titanium belt. You need 2 if you want maximum throughput. Here is another split. I can't fit a vault in here. If I do this. Okay, so this one should be unloading. So this unloader unloads into this phase bridge going up there. This one unloads here and goes up. Okay. And how am I going to do these down here? I'll phase bridge across? Like that? And shove an unloader there. Okay, so that vault will be a buffer for these down here. Great. Where else can I shove a buffer? This one's fine. I think that's all the Revenant factories accounted for. Or at least the large clusters. I even have a vault here already. I'm not too concerned about vaulting titanium. Are all these titanium things working? You're slightly backed up. What did I just delete? Must have been a router. Okay. Maybe bridge this and do an overflow into that. A lot of revenants dying. Damn, they're tanky. That or player damage is abysmal. One or the other. Let me overdrive this setup here. Because this is trying to feed a lot of things right now. Why is there no silicon? Let me get a distributor here to kind of even out these lines. Yeah, the amount of losses I take from the liches now, kinda scary. Are you running full tilt? No, you're not. Why? Do I need another line of sand coming out? Seems so. Let's make room for that then. Throw in a distributor here. Let's inch down. Like that. And 3 lines. Okay. That helps a little. Maybe I'll overdrive it. I have the power to spare. This one's not draining too well. Well, these are working fine now though. They're not being starved anymore. I can fit large batteries in here. So let's do that. The vaults are all backing up again. Yeah, 1K. Yep, everything seems to be backing up again. Good. Okay. I'm going to keep pushing waves, and if something interesting happens, or I come up with something to do, I'll continue the video. It turns out I've been launching things with the launch pad. Let's put a stop to that. Well, here we are at wave 200, and it's just 100 crawlers. The previous wave was a bunch of liches, so everything's still being rebuilt from that wave. But everything seems to be holding fine. I'm not losing any block defending. It's just the Revenant taking all the hits and dying. So that's definitely good news. The core is almost full again after my launch pad mishap. And yeah, everything seems to be going fine. All the vaults are, they all still have a buffer. So I think I'm just going to keep the game running and just go AFK and come back to it and see if anything has changed. Oh, I left the computer running for quite a while, and we're about to hit the halfway mark. I went to have a good Thanksgiving dinner, and I've come back to this mess. So let's push the waves to 300 and just see how things go. So here's the Revenant wave. Let me just tell these guys to go home. I guess you can stay here with me. Okay, next wave. Raids. They're gone. Now the eruptors. Chaos arrays, 49 of them. Oh, there goes my repair drone. The walls aren't taking all that much damage. The menders are handling it just fine. And the scorches kill them once they come into range. Pretty fast. So, perfect defense so far. The next wave I know are going to be liches, so let me call forth the Revenant block. Because I know without them I will take damage. I don't know how much, but I'm not going to risk losing the front line to the liches. Let's push this wave. And see how things go. 49 of them. And there was one. Okay, while I let the revs recover, let's take a look at the core. It is full of everything. And these revs down here are rebuilding. Let's launch some material. So I'll power up this launch pad with that battery. And let's launch a few thousand materials. So I've definitely noticed that I can pretty much handle all the waves except for the lich wave. I do take a lot of revenant losses with the chaos arrays, which is absolutely unnecessary because the scorches deal with the chaos arrays just fine. So if I wanted to optimize this, then I wouldn't have any revs at the front until the lich wave. But that's a bit of micromanagement I don't really want to do. So I'll probably just keep the Revenants on attack mode while I'm away from the computer. And Revenants are still building. Yeah, at 49 liches, I do take quite a few losses, but I'm pretty sure by the time the lich wave comes around again, I will have the numbers to protect myself by then. I don't know, we'll see. But let's get to wave 300. Where is that cancer? There's a tree. I'm also noticing this wave running out of cryo fluid. I could replace this with pipe instead of routers to increase throughput, but I'm very scared of losing a lot of cryo fluid due to burst pipes because, liches hitting them and destroying them. I know that update 100.1 adds armored pipes, armored conduit, but I don't feel like updating this in case it breaks anything. We've already launched 1 kilo of phase fabric. What's the next wave? Wave 300. And it's chaos arrays. So we're halfway there. Yep, these guys aren't doing any lasting damage to the wall. The worst thing they're doing is wasting my cryo. Okay, let's bring the Revenants back up for the Lich wave. And after this wave, I'm gonna go AFK again and cut the video until I reach another checkpoint, I guess. I'll keep launching stuff. Okay, Revenants are all in position. Start this wave. And this is the halfway point. Finish this one off personally. Okay. Time to go AFK again. It's wave 340 now. I just woke up from a nap and I realized the launch pad is still launching things. I have completely used up all the phase and surge in the core, Let's put an end to that. And let's see. And it appears that nothing has been irreversibly destroyed so far. That's good news. Even the Revenant flock has not been depleted. Yep, things are still going strong. Once again, we're at the cusp of breaking another 100 wave. The base is still standing. I've thrown in a few more cyclones in the back line, just in case. So anything behind these Revenant factories are still undefended. What's this wave? Liches. Definitely did take some damage there. This corner wasn't too happy. I think it also has something to do with, like, all the Revenants were on this side when the wave came in. Let's help rebuild. And like that, we're all rebuilt for the next series of waves. So even though this little bit here got destroyed, they weren't able to break through this area. So as long as this wave here can hold them in place. Actually, let me throw down another wave here. So as long as these waves can hold them in place, nothing bad should happen. Let me throw a swarmer here. It really all depends on how they pass. If they decide to, like, overflow the lip of Revenants on this side, then these defenses here might have to come into play. This side, I'm not as worried about, because there's a lot more surface area here before it starts to get to the juicier bits of my base. Versus here, it's already slightly at a disadvantage. It doesn't reach out as far. and it's much shorter distance before it hit the rev factories and all the other bits beyond. What is this, Revenant? Just gather all the Revenants, get them repaired. The next wave is Eruptors. So definitely not worried about that one. Okay, let's retreat you. Where are all my Phantom drones? Have you built everything? Yeah, you have. Oh, there they are. Should have 5 of them. I only see... Okay, there are 5 trailing me. Okay, next wave. Chaos Arrays. I don't need the Revenants for this one. This wave, I'm moving back. Seems to be firing on things a bit too early. Okay, that's the Chaos Arrays handled. Next wave is the Liches. So let's gather everyone up. No sense wasting silicon on those Chaos Arrays when they're so easily dealt with. I might consider even making platinum walls here instead of Surge. How much less health do they have? Okay, so it's 3,000. Ah, they're about the same. Let's turn these to plast walls, because a property of them is that they should intercept electrical arcs. So that will even negate the Chaos Arrays damage even more. I didn't realize they had so much health. That's pretty nice. It's great to have an option besides Surge. Now, I could use phase walls, but they have less HP, so the percent healing of the menders is less effective. And also, phase walls don't seem to negate AoE damage, and they only reflect back the projectile, not the AoE splash. They're not resistant to that. So, with the enemies we have, phase walls aren't a good idea. Let's see. Crawlers, they do AoE blast damage. Revenants, they fire a missile that's non-reflectable. Rays they can kill, but Rays are pathetic. They can't break anything. In fact, they'll kill themselves on Surge walls because they proc its electric effect, and that electric arc kills them real fast. Eruptors, they do AoE fire damage. Chaos Arrays, they do AoE electrical damage. And Liches, they fire rockets again. So phase walls, they're not useful here. Okay, the revenants are in position. Let's push this wave and have some more fun with liches. God, there's so many of them. Okay, let's gather the remaining revenants. Take a look at what's left. I don't think anything got destroyed that way. Could be wrong. The phantom drones might have rebuilt stuff during the attack. Seems unlikely since all the phantom drones are alive. Huh. I think that was a stunning success of a defense. Now we're back to crawlers. Just retreat you. We don't need you. It's just revenants. The revenants can rebuild in peace. Let's see. Do I want to put force projectors here? I guess I will. And I'll just cool them with water. Let's get them powered. Well, the pieces of them powered. Actually, they already have power. And let's line this with glass. Now I rarely use force projectors. I find the mending projector to be way more effective in keeping things alive than a force projector. Force projectors just have such poor HP. Actually, there's a bridge right here I could tap into. Let's do that and liquid router this. Okay, so you now have power. Or do you? Okay. So, like I was saying, force projectors, they feel really poor to me. Mend projectors have so much more effective HP than a force projector. However, force projectors are somewhat nice in that they can provide cover against stray fire. So I noticed during that revenant wave that my scorches were being killed. So I'm putting force projectors behind the wall. So the edge is behind the wall. So the wall is still taking the brunt of the damage. But any stray fire or AoE will be absorbed by the force projector. I think this is the most effective way to use them. They shouldn't be the wall. They should be protecting the things behind the wall. And with that Wraith wave, we have hit wave 400. Let's push the waves to the Lich wave, and I will end this episode here. It's definitely gone on long enough. These waves are still firing. I don't like that. Just let them walk in, please. But where should I put them? Right. There's not really any place I can put them other than there. That's really annoying. How about maybe down here? If you were here, if I scoot you down to here, will you still be useful? I don't know. Okay, let's try this spot here and see how well you handle the chaos arrays. So yeah, the blast walls seem to be negating most of the electrical arc. I don't see the health of the scorches being affected at all. Though the AoE is hitting the shield. But I didn't build the shields for the chaos arrays, I built them to deal with the revenants. Okay, let's bring these back up. And we'll do that last wave before I stop the video. Is that the last of the revs? Okay. Let's go. Lich wave. 67 enemies, 2/3 of the way there. And once again, we're starting with less revs on this side. Ten, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I will kill you myself. And there we go, another successful Lich defense. And I don't think anything died either, and we still have plenty of cryo, even though I'm using routers. So, yeah, waves just don't come fast enough to use all the throughput of a router chain. So I don't think it's too much of a negative using them. But with the new armored conduit, it might be worth switching over to those. Double check. So y'all are gonna be rebuilding. I still have plenty of lead for rebuilding my repair drones. I could get more repair drones if I put production here. Maybe I'll do that next episode. The core is also hit full capacity of everything except for phase again, so I'll probably reattach that launch pad soon. The reason why I'm not launching all the time is because I do want to build up back pressure on the silicon line so it goes into the vaults. more often than it does the core, so that I don't have to worry about silicon running low rebuilding these things. Because I don't need to launch anything anymore, I need silicon to be making revs. So stopping the launching will give the silicon back pressure that goes into these instead. Anyways, that's it for this episode. I don't know how long it is because it's all in bits and pieces right now, so I need to edit those together. Thank you for joining me, and maybe we'll hit wave 600 next episode. Until next time.